Hello. I'd like to discuss some ideas I think that would actually help this country. What we need is basically a 110 law for the government and our military. The 110 law would require that everything made for the United States military and government has to be made on American soil. No import parts at all for these items. That would create millions upon millions of jobs. The second thing we have to do is go back to isolationism. Yeah, that's right. We have to pull our affairs out of other countries because basically it's not working. We're spending billions upon billions of dollars in these other countries. The third thing I think would improve this country is to go back to a 400,000 man army. Actually, the full armed forces should number about 400,000. But we should maintain 4 million pieces of equipment in time of war. What do I mean by this? 4 million pieces of equipment, modern equipment. Because in the time of war, you need the best equipment. And you're probably wondering how we'd get the people to man this equipment. What I would do is institute a policy called In Time of War Trade Schools. Basically, what you'd be agreeing to is that you would take 13 weeks of training and then attend a trade school. In exchange, this would be free for your call-up if a war should break out. Because the military requires every kind of trade imaginable. Mechanics, airplane mechanics, heavy equipment operators, truck drivers, traffic control people. You imagine it, they require it. Well, that wouldn't be the only trade school. Because I know we have a major problem with the dropouts in this country. They're dropping out faster than fruit flies. And a lot of them are not going to go back to school. A lot of them end up in criminal occupations. Well, my idea would basically to take a bunch of retired tradesmen and form what I call an actual trade school for these kids. What they would do is basically they would learn a trade also. And what they would do with this trade is they would work with it. And how do you wonder if they're going to be hired or not? A part of that trade school would be to learn business and how to run a business. So basically what we'd have to do is give them a little seed money for tools and a business license. We have also a massive problem with the infrastructure in this country. You ever drive down the road and wonder what you hit when that thunk occurs? It's usually a pothole. And yes, the bridges are deteriorating too. So my idea would be to massively rebuild our infrastructure, roads and highways, bridges, and whatever else you could think of. This would create millions upon millions of jobs too. It would prime the pump. Because we need to prime the pump to put America back to work. We also need to tell companies like General Motors, Walmart, Apple, and the other biggies that they cannot be making their products overseas and not paying taxes. So basically what we ought to do is hit these companies with the same tax coming into this country, because we'll consider their stuff foreign imports coming in. We'd give them 5 years, though, leniency to bring back the manufacturing here. That would create more jobs, too. So basically what we need to do is really rebuild America. Since the 50s, they've been importing jobs and outsourcing jobs. They've been slowly destroying the middle class of America. We need to stop this practice, because it can't be. It cannot be a good practice, and it shouldn't be a good practice. Americans should come first. I hate to say this, we spend way too much in foreign aid to other countries that need it. They claim. Well, Haiti's been on our tip for longer than 20 years. Take a look what that mess has brought. There's massive problems in the Middle East. That sure didn't work out. We support these countries with our dollar bill. I say bring that dollar bill home, revamp our social programs, but don't make them a Band-Aid program anymore. Make it a requirement that you have to do something for this. Pick up litter off the road, help out a community center, help out a nursing home, whatever. Because basically, we need to actually put people back to work in this country in order for this country to actually survive and grow again. So, this is my plan. And I know you're probably not going to agree with it, because no one's talking about it except for me. There is also one other thing I think we could do to help this country. Basically, we have to start showing ourselves some self-love in this country. So, I really don't know if you're going to really care about what I'm saying or not. Have a nice day.